Hi, welcome. So I'm here with Alice, and we're going to talk a little bit about lullabies. Now, in a Parents Review article, which was one of Charlotte Mason's publications, there was a quote in there from Annie Jessie Kerwin, and she said, "Music teaching begins in the nursery, in the cradle. It is one of the wonderful results of motherhood that the woman who never sang before will find herself singing to her little baby." So Alice and I here, we're going to sing to our baby bears. Alice is going to help me with one of my favorite lullabies. So another quote here, Sultan Kodai, he said that the right time to start teaching music is 9 months before the birth of the mother. And so that's my belief, is that you really can never start too early to start singing with your little ones. Children's brains are wired to love their parents' voices from the womb. And so this is just the ideal time. Your babies are not going to be critics. Especially, they're just going to love your voice, whether it's good or whether you can't carry a tune. So don't let that stop you. Just sing and then don't ever stop. And one reason why this is so important is that when you sing lullabies, you are building a foundation for their lifetime of music literacy. And I don't think I'm overstating that. You are helping them to learn how to be tuneful, how to keep a beat, and even the artistry. And those three things are the most important parts of being a musically literate person. And so, let's see. And I wanted to tell a little bit of a story. When one of my babies was little, he was nursing while my husband was singing and playing on his guitar. And I realized he started nursing in time to the music. He was keeping a steady beat. And I mean, he was weeks old. So, I mean, you may think, oh, they're just too little, this doesn't really matter. But it really has a very strong impact. Probably the strongest impact of anything that you can do is singing with your little babies. Now, if you miss that, I don't want you to feel guilty. Just pick up where you are and try to do what you can. Or if you have grandbabies, sing with your grandbabies. But anyway, and I had another quote I wanted to share. I hope this doesn't get too long. But I was reading the book Jayber Crow by Wendell Berry recently. And I just thought this little passage was beautiful. He said, "I have in memory only a few scattered pictures from my early lost life in Goforth. I remember sitting in my mother's lap in the rocking chair beside the stove, and the sound of her voice singing in time to the beat of the rockers." And so you just don't know what's going to happen in your life or your kids' lives and just how much of an impact it can have for you to sing with them. Okay, Alice, can you keep that quiet? All right, so one of my favorite lullabies is All the Pretty Little Horses. And that's the one that we're going to sing. Yeah. It goes like this. Hushabye, don't you cry. Go to sleepy little baby. When you wake, you shall have all the pretty little horses. Blacks and bays, dapples and grays, all the pretty little horses. Hushabye, don't you cry. Go to sleepy little baby. Now the thing about lullabies is you should just plunge right in and don't worry if you're getting the words right. If you don't know a line, just hum. In fact, as your baby starts to drift off to sleep, you may just kind of, just start humming to kind of help them just finally drift off. And another thing is if you're doing a little bit more of a, like some babies, they really like to bounce, and that helps them soothe and go to sleep. You can just pat them, bounce them. And there's some songs like that. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, you little sleepeye. That's one by Woody Guthrie. You should look up Elizabeth Mitchell doing that one. It's called Sleepeye. Thank you, Alice. Anyway, any of those can work, and you should pick your favorite lullaby and just make that a part of your habit, something that you regularly do. Thanks for joining us.